On this episode of Simply Southern New England, we head to Gather Glass in Providence to see how glass art is made. Visit a fiercely independent bookstore in Westerly. Go on the road to the spectacular ice castles in New Hampshire, where a fairy tale winter wonderland comes to life. Then we'll drop by Nick Raybar's backyard to do some winter grilling. And we'll get some local dining recommendations from Eat Drink RI's Dave Dedikian. Simply Southern New England is brought to you by Harbor One Bank, with you in banking and life. Hi, I'm Becky Gibble, and this is Simply Southern New England, where we bring you the best of what this area has to offer. Whether you're looking to explore new neighborhoods, try something new, or stay connected, we bring you the best food, fun, and people that make this area what it is. This is Simply Southern New England. Welcome back. Just a few steps down from Providence's famous Federal Hill, artist Ben Giguere brings his love of glass blowing and handmade craftsmanship to the community. Let's take a look.
The first time that I had seen glass making in 1997, I fell in love with it. It's a very seductive medium. And it's full of challenges, which I liked, and it's very hands-on. For tens of thousands of years, humans have gathered around fire. It's a really important part that I don't want to see gone. We still need that. It's really important. The very first part of the process of every cup is to go to the furnace, put the pipe in the furnace, and spin the glass up like a stick in honey. That's called a gather. That's how every piece starts. It starts in its infancy in our glass furnace at 2,000 degrees. After we get the gather, we'll form and shape it with different tools. And then we'll take it using heat and gravity, fire, and start to form it into what we want to see. We work in teams of two. It's a traditional old world style glass making. We'll work together, almost like a choreographed dance. I'm very thankful to have people by my side like that in this journey. Just give it a little vibration here. Snaps right off. You can go to school for glass making, and that's great, but you need the experience and the time under your belt. You know, roughly about 10,000 hours. I would say glass helps me be centered. A lot of people that come in here and take classes, they feel that same feeling. There's no playbook for glass. That's the tricky part. There's so much you can do with the material that keeping it simple sometimes is the toughest thing to do. So now that we have a general understanding of how these cups are made, this is the finished product. Anytime I'm making an object, or anybody here at Gather, to go out into the world, there's a lot of emotion and feeling that's invested into it. We love what we do, but more importantly, we like it when people love what we do. One of the other big parts of Gather is being part of our community. If we don't have our community, we don't have anything. So if we can support our community where it needs it most, for instance, we make a honeybee glass. There's a portion of the proceeds from the honeybee glass that go to the Rhode Island Food Bank. Very important in times like these. If there's one positive thing that we can get out of this pandemic, it's to really realize that this world is extremely small and we're all part of it together. So we really need to take care of each other, and we need to give back.
You can book a session to make your own unique piece at their website, gatherglass.com. Next, we head to Westerly, to the locally owned, fiercely independent Savoy Bookshop and Cafe. Initially opened in 2016, this 1920s-inspired jewel is located in the historic Martin House, which was extensively renovated, making it a fixture in downtown Westerly. Let's check it out.
I think the favorite part about this store is what it means to Westerly and just the feeling you get when you walk into this store and just watching it be embraced by the community. My name is Annie Philbrick, and we are at the Savoy Bookshop and Cafe in Westerly, Rhode Island.
Savoy is, I think, the most beautiful bookstore I've been in, certainly, and we are a general interest independent bookstore, and we've been open since 2016.
And I just think it's a gathering space for people. You know, in non-pandemic times, we have tables all through the store where people can come gather and have a coffee or a glass of wine, and we would do events.
We usually do probably around 150 in-person events a year, ranging from weekend book signings to huge, several hundred people events, either within the community or here at the bookstore.
We did some music events. We did a number of author events. Obviously, that's all on hold now. I mean, pivot is sort of the key word in, 2020, if you just pivot to figure out what's going to work.
We pivoted to online virtual events, and we do those via Zoom, but I think it has provided the opportunity for more people to join and partake in these events because we're not limited by the number of people we can have in the store or time zones or travel restrictions. Even though we can't gather here in person, we're still able to keep those relationships going, and I think they actually have become a really integral part of the author event experience.
People are looking for, for comfort, for escapism. They have time to read these days. If you are someone who spends all your day online, on Zoom, on virtual this and that, to sit down with a real book is something that people want. It's been a long road, and it's really hard on the staff, but everyone's really rallied, and including the community's really rallied, and the customers. And the stores through the year have ended up okay. It's been able to sort of form its own personality, and watching that grow and watching the dedication of my staff and just the love the customers have of coming in here just is a great feeling.
The Savoy Bookshop is currently open for in-store shopping, online orders, and curbside pickup. And they're keeping the community together through virtual book clubs and events, all from the safety of your home. Check out their website to learn more. Next, we're taking you up the road for a visually stunning frozen attraction. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This winter, visitors are taking the trip to North Woodstock, New Hampshire to see something truly amazing. For the 8th season, ice artists are creating the winter wonderland known as Ice Castles. It's a destination worth the drive.
So the Ice Castle is a winter attraction that is kind of a winter wonderland for others to come and explore. We start the planning throughout the summer as far as the layout and the design. And then in October, we bring in a big build crew. We start laying out all the electric and the plumbing for the lights that are all buried into the ice, as well as all the sprinkler heads to build the castle itself. So it starts early on in the summer. We start the build phase starting in the fall. And then once it gets cold, usually around Thanksgiving, the 1st of December, then we can turn the water on and start building the castle. This year with COVID, we've opened up the courtyards to be larger. In the past, you came into the castle, then there's a perimeter wall around you, where this year, not only are you in the castle, but you can also walk around the perimeter of the castle just to space everybody out. So we have the ice slides, just like we always do. We've got balconies, fountains, and the pixel wall, which have all been popular hits in the past that we've continued to incorporate in the castle. This year, we've also incorporated the Mystic Lightwalk Trail. The Light Walk Trail is a quarter-mile trail. It kind of heads up the hill out back behind the castle. It's a beautiful walk throughout the woods. At night, it's all lit up. There's all different sections. There's thousands and thousands of lights on it, and it's really cool at night. At the end of the Mystic Light Walk Trail, we have concession booth. You can get hot chocolate, cinnamon buns, and some other warm goods there to enjoy while you're walking around the castle. So yeah, we have a horse-drawn sleigh ride. We have 3 sleighs. They just rotate in and out and keep coming up to reload. It's a beautiful sleigh ride throughout the woods during the day, and then at night, just like the Light Walk Trail, there's tons of lights, and it's really cool.
Horses up here are Smith & Wesson. They're Percheron draft horses. We actually came from Heber, Utah to do this for you. They're both 10 years old and weigh about 1,800 pounds and can pull about 3 to 4 times their body weight. But they did a great job at lighting it all up for you, and you almost feel like you're in a different world down here.
This year, we just incorporated a new feature, and that's the tubing hill. It's just 2 small, short runs. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really cool to build something and then watch people come through and admire what you've done. Kids and adults just kind of open up their eyes to a whole new world and something they've never seen before. We're the only ones to build a castle in this fashion, so it's something just really impressive and something that you definitely got to come see. A lot of people are just inside, and it's a great activity to come explore and come see the White Mountains and enjoy the winter. Dress warm and wear good boots, and you'll have a great time.
To see the ice castles for yourself, you can purchase tickets in advance from their website. When we come back, we'll check in with Eat Drink RI's Dave Dedikian about what's new in Rhode Island's food scene and learn a great new recipe for some winter grilling from Chef Nick Raybar. Stick around.
Hi, my name is Anastasia, and I'm here at the Savoy Bookshop and Cafe in Westerly, Rhode Island, and I'm recommending Modern Comfort Food by Ina Garten. This has been one of my favorite cookbooks this year. We've all been home more, cooking at home, and who does not want a delicious, cozy recipe? I love this recipe. I made them for my family and dropped them off socially distanced, of course, for Christmas, and on Christmas Day my mom called and said, you need to give me that recipe or your father is going to be very upset. So it's definitely a winner. Really wonderful recipes in here, something for everyone.
We're back. We've all been spending some extra time at home, and Chef Nick Raybar has some tips for how to make high-end cuisine in your own backyard. Let's see what he has for us.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Nick Raybar. Welcome to Keep On Cooking, and today we're making miso honey grilled steaks with a ginger chimichurri sauce. Absolutely perfect for this time of year. Let's get going. Today to make this, we're gonna need some New York sirloin steaks. We're gonna need some miso paste, honey, rice vinegar, a little H2O, salt and pepper, ginger, garlic, shallots, cilantro, and chopped parsley. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get cooking. We're gonna start with a little bit of the miso paste, and then some beautiful dark honey, about equal parts, a cap full of rice vinegar, and a little bit of water just to break it up. Now we're gonna give it a whisk. Now when you mix this, you're gonna see it forming into this miso honey paste. It's gonna be absolutely perfect to coat and char those New York sirloins. And you wanna make sure that you have just enough to coat it. Any leftover marinade is wasted marinade. And then we just wanna make sure that we flip it and we get enough on all sides. And then we're gonna go on with a little bit of kosher salt, a little bit of cracked pepper, and they're gonna get ready to go for a tan. In about 3, 2, 1. So now we're gonna get these right on the grill. High heat for steaks. To cook a steak to temperature, you wanna sear that outside while leaving the inside to a nice desired temperature. I'm going for medium rare to medium. Everybody's different. Have fun, cook, and there are no rules. Now these are gonna require a little supervision, so don't be afraid to occasionally lift it up, take a look, and occasionally rotate your steaks. Now we'll give them a flip, and you can see how they've charred up perfectly on that one side. Oh, I love that color. All right, I think they've had enough. We're gonna get them out of there. We're gonna put them on this sheet tray. Nighty-night, boys. Let them rest. All right, we let these rest for a good 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna carve right into it. And these steaks are that just that nice medium we were looking for. You can see inside, it's still got a little bounce back. Just perfect. We're gonna slice it all the way through, end to end. And you can see that char. Oh, we're gonna go right over to the plate. Those look beautiful. And wait a minute. Do you hear that? They're calling for ginger chimichurri. Let's give it to them. Chimichurri is a South American sauce that typically doesn't have ginger, but winter is such a great time to use this ingredient, so we're gonna put it front and center. A little fresh chopped ginger, a little minced garlic, a little minced shallot. We have some cilantro, a little bit of chopped parsley, vinegar of your choosing. To complement the ginger, I'm gonna go in with some rice vinegar, a little bit of olive oil. Just let it pour. Oil is okay here. All right. Pinch of kosher salt and some fresh cracked pepper. Now, I'm gonna give that a whisk and bring all of those herbaceous, lively, aromatic flavors together. Now we're gonna go right on top of that carved steak. And there you have it. You have the miso honey steaks, thinly sliced, ginger chimichurri. I'm not sure there's anything left to say. That's a wrap from here, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm Nick Raybar, and until we meet again, keep on cooking.
Thanks, Nick. Now let's send things over to Eat Drink RI's Dave Dedekian to see what's new in the Rhode Island food scene.
Dining in Rhode Island during the winter can be a little tough, but you can still eat outside here. It's very important to make sure you support all the great restaurants and food establishments here. Takeout's, of course, always an option, so if there's a favorite neighborhood spot that you've got for takeout, make sure you're doing takeout. It's always appreciated. But like I said, dining outside is still an option, even in this weather. It's not that cold out, and the right spot can make it very hospitable. And speaking of the right spot, last week, me and my family dined out at Chez Pascal, and they're doing something new for outdoor dining, and they're calling it après-ski. Now, obviously, there's not a ski resort in downtown Providence. You can't go skiing down Hope Street to Chez Pascal, but it's wonderful what they've done. Matt and Kristen, the owners of Chez Pascal, have actually built their own Adirondack chairs that they've placed outside the restaurant. They've got 8, so you've got to make a reservation. And it's wonderful. The Adirondack chairs are big and comfy. They've got these great cushions that hold in body heat. They give you blankets. They've got the tall propane heaters. There's no tables. You sit in the chairs, but the chairs have these great big armrests, so you can put a glass of wine. They've got a wonderful Amaro selection for Alpine flavor, they're saying, giving you a little bit of that après-ski feel. Big bowls of food that you could hold in your lap or put on the armrests. I had the pork and beans, which if you know Chez Pascal food is definitely not just simple pork and beans. It was fantastic. My wife had the chili. My kids really enjoyed it. There's a spectacular hot chocolate afterwards, so you don't want to miss that. Really, I can't recommend it enough. But not just Chez Pascal is doing outdoor seating. Other places have outdoor seating as well. Nick's on Broadway's got a great patio in the back that Derek Wagner's dad helped build. He does some great construction. There's fire pits and heaters and everything there. Troop recently just set up parklets out in behind their restaurant. They're covered spots. It's really not that cold out. It's very enjoyable. You may not be able to dine out everywhere, but if you can't dine out your favorite restaurant right now, make sure you get takeout. Valentine's Day is coming, so you can get your takeout for dining at home with Valentine's Day. Just support your restaurants as best you can. And then last but not least, I just want to mention my friend Jim Nellis's Best Donuts RI Love Fest. That's in the month of February. You can buy those coupons online. And the Rhode Island Food Fights is also giving away a 4-pack of Yacht Club soda this month of February. Love Fest for Valentine's Day. So start planning your Valentine's Day meals now. Again, takeout. But if you want to dine outdoors, it really wasn't that cold when we sat there at Chez Pascal last week. It was very nice. With the heaters and the cushions and the blankets and everything, it's a very enjoyable experience, and it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous time of year. So check out all these spots all over the state of Rhode Island. Support your local food and drink businesses, and just keep out getting more food. Thank you.
Well, that wraps things up for us. To find out more about all the places featured, be sure to check out our website. We'll see you next time on Simply Southern New England. Simply Southern New England is brought to you by Harbor One Bank, with you in banking and life.